Hey, Kane. Yeah, super soon. We ready to load this game up and continue where we left off? Yes, okay. So we want to see Charles Wade.
A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year.
Yeah, that's 4 years out of date there, lady.
She looks bored out of her mind. Pretty understandable, to be honest. Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse!
Yeah?
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow.
Oh, Mr. Bum. What you doing up there, kitty cat? You want to come here? You want to come over here? Yeah? You want to come up here? Come on up. Come here. Where'd you go? Come on up. Up. There you go. There's my little girl. Saying hi. Aw. Good girl. Yeah. Little booty. What you doing? Aw. So sweet. Can I play my game now? Aw. You wanna sit in my lap? I sit sometimes cross-legged, which is probably not good for my knees. Oh, she's just being so cute right now. She's laying down in my lap, even though I'm sitting cross-legged. She's gonna fall. Well, it's a good thing I don't need both hands to play this game. I mean, so I can hold and support her on my lap. Okay, so...
A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it.
how would I get rid of her? Taser! What would she say if I did this?
I wish, but she'd just call security on me.
I can't believe they thought of that. I guess I'm not the only person to think of that then.
Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging.
Use the stun gun on the computer.
I can't do anything while she's sitting there.
How do I get her away? Ashtray.
Smoking allowed. Guess
Oh.
this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
Baby?
I prefer to smoke outdoors.
Well, la-di-da. Give the lady a smoke?
Time for a smoke break, don't you think?
What?
You smoke?
No way. Those things will kill you.
Damn. Nice try, though. Nice try.
Was expecting plastic, but this looks like a real plant.
What if I set it on fire?
I don't want to burn that.
What if I set the calendar
wanna
on
burn
fire?
that.
It's so old.
No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt.
Set the magazines on fire. I'm really set on putting something on fire.
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to
Oh.
go to.
I don't know.
I don't want to show her that.
Oh, well, why'd you walk over there then? Show her that.
I don't want to show her that.
Yeah, maybe I'll go back outside. What's this guy's name again? Goober.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
Doofus. Live performance.
So, how good an actor are you?
The best! The very best!
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Oh God. Which movie? What do you think? Oh, I don't remember the synopsis for each of these. I just know he dies at the end of all of them. Um...
Uh, Probably
The first
The
one?
Silence of Lambert.
Oh, I'm gonna be loud.
I don't know if it matters. But we'll see, I guess.
Alcazuela, how I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say. My chest, no! It can't be! Hold me! Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
No. You gotta be more convincing, bro.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
She said electrifying. Can I stun gun him?
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
Hey,
Sure?
definitely Jacob's bladder.
I'm feeling the pressure.
Oh boy. Is he gonna pee on something?
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go?
Good
Oh,
idea,
I don't
but
feel so
it
good.
wouldn't match his symptoms.
Thank you, thank you. You've been a
Oh,
great
okay.
audience.
His symptoms. So how do the others go?
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
This is Kathy Rain. We are, outside Movies?
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
What was this
Give me
one
the
about
rundown
again?
on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of a 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure.
Seizure.
I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Okay.
Natural bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair.
Oh, shoot.
Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on
Maybe
the
the
operating
seizure
table.
one.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
Hey, how about another show?
Sure. Any suggestion?
How about The Usual Surprises?
Business as usual.
Yeah, I guess there are movies that he was in that are like parodies of real movies.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing.
Nurse, he's seizing!
Oh my god, that worked.
Oh shit!
That
Man, I feel like a
frickin'
total
worked.
jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Poor guy, I tased him. Ah, shit. Yes. Now let me hack. C. Mendez. O. Torgador. Torgador? C. Mendez. O. Torgador. Wait. Can you remember that? C. Mendez or O. Torgador. Or just type it out. C. Mendez O. Torgador. Thank you. You're the best. Wait, can I type it? Why can't it? Huh? Why can't I type? That's weird because I was able to type in the other computers. Did I get my... It won't let me type. I don't understand.
Employee of the Month, Carlita Mendez. What a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse. Employee of...
Yeah, C. Mendez. I don't understand. Something wrong with my computer? My... Well, that worked. This is weird. Does this computer not have a freaking keyboard?
rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging.
I can't type anything. That was me testing that, like, my keyboard is still working. But it won't let me type in the admin password.
A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it.
No. That just seems like a bug. Right? I don't think I want to corrupt it because I want to use it. And I have it back. What the hell? Let me check something. Hey, there we go. Alt-tabbing and coming back. Worked. That's really weird. Wade. Referral from Dr. A. Friedman. St. Francis Medical Center. Patient has undergone successful invasive heart surgery and was transferred to this facility at his own request. The initial prognosis looks good and the patient is likely to make a full recovery in 6 to 8 weeks. Room 6B. Status stable. Okay. What's she doing, kitty? Oh, my legs. Yeah?
It's all right, Claude.
Understood, sir.
So, you managed to find me.
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
She's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break. Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
That's not what this is about. It's personal.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
Not
You know,
personal
Charles,
like that.
the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Very true. That's something the Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior. I couldn't have that around my daughter, or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
It's hardly Grandpa's fault. He did everything he could to set my father straight.
Oh, I never claimed to doubt Joseph's commitment, but I'm not going to ignore his flaws either. Your grandfather often used his heart when he should have used his head.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I believe it is, objectively. But I shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
Nice.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious. What's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
Yeah. It's pretty strange. You should know who Cocky
Do you
is.
recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks. Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense. He's been held in a mental institution for years.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now. What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Yep. Those powerful moms. Let's show him this.
Do you recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran, taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
Do you know what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people a question like that.
Well,
What do you see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these parts.
Do you know what this is?
A flower? Why don't you consult a botanist instead of bothering me with this nonsense?
I'm obligated to ask you about everything. Or I'll show you my stun gun. I've already used it once before. Okay, I guess
Thanks,
not.
Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
A phone.
A private phone. Wade must get special privileges here. A private phone.
I can't use it then. Gramophone.
Looks like Wade brought some of his old tunes with him. That guy is huge. I wonder how many cows he eats per day. I'd rather not. He'd crush me like a twig.
Is there anything else I needed to do? No, don't go in the corner, Kathy. Is there anything this way? We wanted to ask the sheriff. Do we want to call to find out more about Jimmy Cochran? Because we can use the phone here. Maybe Grandma knows about him now that I have a name.
No result for that.
No, huh?
No result for that.
This guy's gonna get sick of me.
McConnell Air Force Base, how...
Hi. I was just...
Sure thing, ma'am.
Do you know anything about a pilot named Jimmy Cochran? He was assigned to your base during World War II. Maybe even longer?
Hold on, let me check. Yes, Jimmy Cochran, fighter pilot born 1922, tour of duty in Japan from 41 to 42, honorably discharged for health reasons. Spent some time as a civilian pilot elsewhere in the U.S. until he returned to the flight academy here in the capacity of a teacher. Mr. Cochran was the major proponent of opening up the academy to civilian students. He continued teaching at this base until a sudden resignation in 1983 for unspecified reasons.
All right, thanks. I don't see a reason to ask him about that.
Well, I had to do it.
All right, that's all.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Okay, so what does Grandma know about Jimmy?
Oh, hello, dear. Glad to see you again so soon.
Hi, Grandma. I just thought I'd drop by.
Sure, hon. Stay as long as you'd like.
Do-do-do.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Jimmy Cochran.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is? He was a friend of Grandpa's.
I believe he teaches at the flight school these days.
I don't think so, at least not anymore. I was told he was placed in a mental facility.
Really? He always struck me as a kind man, maybe a bit nervous and on edge, but not crazy.
There's more. I found out that Jimmy asked Grandpa for help not long before Grandpa ended up in that wheelchair. Jimmy sounded really desperate. I'm sure what happened to Grandpa that night had something to do with his cry for help.
You should go find the man then. Surely he must know something.
That's the plan. I just wondered if there's anything else you think I should know about him.
Not really. We haven't stayed in touch since Joseph was injured. I know that he had a wife, Agatha, and a son, James. Agatha passed away from cancer years ago, but as far as I know, James still lives in the city with his family.
Okay, thanks, Grandma.
Can I look up James Cochran?
I don't see a reason to ask her about that. I don't see a reason to ask. What do you see in this picture, Grandma?
I have no idea, but it's quite an eerie display. What is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh, come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conwell Woods.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do let me know if you come across anything else.
Do you know anything about this flower, Grandma?
I can't say that I do. I remember seeing it growing in the woods, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
I already showed her that.
Okay. Well,
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
so where to next? Could go to the sheriff. We wanted to talk to him about Charles Wade said he would call ahead. We were gonna ask about the theft of the art.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
Lenny.
What's up?
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Not really, Kathy. Sorry.
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. Nah, I don't want to ask. Do you know what this is?
I have no idea. Looks creepy, whatever it is. Where did you get it?
Grandpa had it hidden away in the attic.
Probably for a good reason, then. Be careful out there.
Hey, Lenny, do you recognize this flower?
Yeah, I accidentally inhaled pollen from one of them when I was a kid. I remember being sick and delirious for days.
Wow.
Scary. Where did you come across this flower?
Somewhere in Conwell Woods. Not sure where exactly.
All right. Well, gotta go.
See ya!
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Nope.
Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that. Lenny,
Yes, boss?
get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86.
On it, boss.
86.
There you go, Kathy.
Thanks, buddy.
"1:12 a.m. The alarm in the Wade estate is triggered. The house is empty at the time when the neighbors contact law enforcement. 2:04 a.m. Officers arrive at the scene. Several broken windows can be observed. A sweep of the estate and surrounding premises reveals no trace of the perpetrators. 2:20 a.m. A single witness identified as Franklin Goldfarb. Is that a real name? Reports seeing multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime. Charles Wade arrives in Conwell Springs. It's a month later. to make an official statement. After examining the house, he reports that paintings with an excess value of $15,000 have been stolen. The art in question has not yet popped up in any circles that are known to deal with stolen goods, terminating investigation due to lack of leads. Let's look up this Franklin Goldfarb dude.
I gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary. Hey, Lenny.
Do
Hello,
you know,
Kathy.
who
What's up?
this dude is?
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar, but I can't place him.
Dang you.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Gotta look in the phone book, maybe. Back to Granny's house.
No Goldfarb in here. Maybe he moved? I should ask around and see if anyone knows him.
Grandma? Franklin Goldfarb.
Oh, hello, dear.
That wouldn't be the bum, is it? He says his name is Goober, but maybe.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Oh, that poor man. He used to be an upstanding citizen, you know. Now he's constantly drinking and keeps babbling on about that imaginary acting career of his.
Yep.
Sad thing. Do you know where I can find him?
He's homeless, dear. Lost his job a few years ago and never really got back on his feet.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Thanks, Grandma. Looks like I'm gonna have to have a chat with Goober.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
Now, is he at the community clinic still? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, wait. He was admitted because I shocked him.
I need a word, Miss Mendez.
Wait, how do you know my name?
It's written on that board behind you, genius.
You have the eyesight of a bald eagle or something?
What can I say? I'm a freak of nature. What happened to Goober, anyway?
Who?
The guy who had the seizure?
Oh, he ran off somewhere. Kept babbling about a religious near-death experience.
Okay, thanks.
So maybe he went to a church? Can I go to the church now? Yes, I can.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much.
What?
Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride, and showed me how I should follow my heart, regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
I don't recognize that name, no.
Do you know anything about an art theft at the Wade estate in the 80s?
I have just a vague memory of reading about it in the paper.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed. The stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Do you know who Franklin Goldfarb is?
I'm afraid not, my child.
He's right there. Show
I
him this
could, but
picture.
I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church. Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
Okay, where's the shot? You know Father Bill who streams on Twitch?
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
Oh my god. I just had the best idea. Oh, it's 11? Okay. I made chocolate cookies tonight. I made 24 chocolate cookies because I was having a craving for cookies the last few days, and I made them from scratch. And I kind of want one right now. I'm gonna grab one. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a cookie. Yummy. Making cookies is the best. Okay.
It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap. Goober, the friendly bum in denial. Hello again, Goober.
You again? Are you stalking me, girl? You pop up everywhere I go. I'll try to tone down the charm, but I can't promise anything.
Huh, yeah, you're quite the charmer.
I know. I just said that, man.
Listen, I feel kind of bad about the electrocution.
Oh, that's what it was. What a cherry on top of my stellar performance.
Yeah, it was pretty convincing.
So what brings you to the house of God? Come to repent?
I'm afraid that ship has long since sailed, buddy. I had a few things I wanted to ask you about, though.
Shoot, Missy!
Oatmeal cherry cookies? That sounds amazing. I didn't have really much to work with, so I made basically sugar cookies with a whole bunch of cocoa powder to make them chocolatey.
I don't need to ask him about that.
Yes,
I should
that's it.
probably confront him directly about him being a witness. Your real name is Franklin Goldfarb, right?
Oh, nobody calls me that.
Regardless, I know for a fact that you were a witness to a burglary a few years back at the Wade Estate.
Yeah, what about it?
Why don't you tell me what you saw exactly?
I heard the alarm go off, glass breaking, then I saw 3 guys running away, carrying a bunch of stuff.
What did they look like?
It was dark, I don't know, they were definitely 3 big, bulky guys. They
what?
Oh, nothing, that's it. Didn't see anything else.
Bullshit. Spit it out.
Well, one of those guys dropped his ring when running away. I sort of pawned it.
A ring? What kind of ring?
Platinum with an inscription. 2 letters, B something. Man, I don't remember. My photographic memory stopped working in 1979.
Which pawn shop was that?
Pete's Pawning and Plumbing. It closed down a long time ago, though. Owner left town. There's a coffee shop back there now.
Too bad. Guess that's a dead end. Thanks anyway.
Darn.
Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description recently? Not on a building. It was something small. Do you know what this key opens?
Your heart, mademoiselle?
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'll zap you again.
Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. They used to call me Dong Pai. I miss the food.
Oh.
Time to hit the off switch. I already asked him about that. I should look into the ring with a B followed by another letter. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description not long ago? Not on a building. It was something small. Okay, that's all for now.
See ya!
Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights. Impressive window. Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind.
You think you know what the small thing was?
The only thing my deadbeat dad left.
Oh.
My trusty Zippo. Running a bit low on fuel. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me.
Yeah? That's a B and a...
I wonder what this unlocks. It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately. Did the inscription on the ring look anything like this?
Wow, actually exactly like that.
Whoa.
Hi, Goober. Mind if we talk?
Shoot!
Any idea what BH stands for?
Beehive? Bet high? Big head?
Wow.
Okay, that's all for now.
See ya!
I don't need to show him that. Locked. Locked.
She said it was...
My trusty Zippo. Running a bit low on fuel. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me.
She got it from...
The only thing my deadbeat
her
dad left me.
dad. Was her dad one of the people that stole the art?
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken. I'm not sure what I expected to find here. I need to clear my head.
That's the opposite of clearing your head. Uh-oh.
What the?
We've met before, haven't we?
Nope, just no, I'd remember a creepy bald dude with makeup. I doubt it, you look like you just escaped from a circus. That's not really my kind of gig. Or I don't think so, Mr. Clean, unless seeing your face on a bottle of detergent counts. No, I did. I saw him in a dream.
I doubt it. You look like you just escaped from a circus. That's not really my kind of gig.
Oh god, I made him angry.
Yet you always play the part of the clown,
His
Kathy.
eyes.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You told me, remember?
I feel
Uh-oh.
strange. Am I dreaming?
Did I get
It's
high
the
on this
mending
plant?
I will try to facilitate.
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
You mean Lily? What about her?
She's the anomaly, the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I went through to be here. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
Wait, what? How did I get here? Am I going crazy? Am I turning into Mom?
That was interesting. Can we go to the
hello, dear.
mental hospital?
A decent-sized book collection.
No, I wanted to talk to Grandma.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's...
Do you recognize the acronym BH? It's on Dad's lighter.
Yes, dear, it means the Black Hats. They're those ruffians on motorcycles whom your father associated with.
Oh, his biker gang. That makes sense. What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
I refuse to talk about those hoodlums. They turned your father into a horrible person.
Jesus.
You should stay far away from them, Kathy. They're awful people, just awful.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
She went from just screaming mad to bye, Kathy. They wouldn't be in the phone book, would they?
Nope, couldn't find it.
Why can't I look up the mental institute? And what time is it in game? How did I lose time? If I go back to this nature reserve, what happens? Maybe these guys know about the... Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Maybe the sheriff knows about these hoodlums.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
They've caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been kind of quiet lately. We put a few of their captains in the slammer over the years, but we never managed to find enough dirt on their leader. Bo Brunson. Big Bo.
Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just find a map.
Got it. Thanks.
Really?
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
So what does the sheriff have to say about them if...
Hello, Sheriff. What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Why, you care to join? I'm sure they'd be real impressed by your big bike, but that's a man's club.
Let's just say I have a healthy curiosity.
I'd say your curiosity borders on mental illness. You have a death wish? Bikers don't mess around with little girls.
You gonna help me or not, Sheriff?
Not really. Go bother Lenny with it.
Well, I already did.
That's all for now.
Good.
Not very nice. Well, that added a new location. Oh boy.
Sweet bud incoming!
Like hell I am. I'm nobody's property.
You sure? Doesn't she look like a sweet butt? Little slut? I think she does.
Step off, creep.
Or what? You tell your daddy on me?
Oh my god. I'll kick your butt.
You think I need my daddy to kick your pathetic ass?
Oh, I love it when they play hard to get.
Let go of me!
Kick him in the nuts. Get out your taser.
What the hell's going on out here?
Nothing, Prez. Just having a bit of fun with this gash here.
I suggest you leash that dog of yours.
For fuck's sake, Prospect, not again. Get the hell out of here.
Sorry, boss, I'll go. Fuck, that hurt, you cunt.
Jesus.
He'll be disciplined for that.
He better be. I take it you're Beau?
I am. And who are you, darling?
Kathy Rain.
Bullshit. She lives in the city with her deranged mother. Who are you, really? Did the Vandals send you?
No, they didn't. I am Kathy Rain.
Prove it, then.
Well, I would, but I left my ID back home.
That's convenient. I think I've wasted enough time with you.
I need to figure out some proof. That won't convince him. This proof enough for you?
I'll be damned. That's Brian's lighter, all right. Sorry about the paranoia. We've had some problems with the Vandals lately.
I get it. Can't be too careful.
So, that's your ride out there. Corley Motors, right? 78?
76.
You got the same taste as your old man. He always rode Corleys.
Probably the only thing he and I have in common.
Did you set up those mods yourself? Looks custom made for your, small frame.
Yeah, took some time to get the measurements right.
I imagine so. Girls like you don't often ride heavy bikes.
I'm not most girls.
Ain't that the truth? Most girls don't just waltz into places like this either.
I guess you'd know. Anyway, I had some questions for you in the club.
Go ahead, then. Your old man was a good brother, so I'll indulge you for now.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 1981?
No, we had our differences, me and him, but that's a horrible fate for a man. I'd rather be dead than a vegetable.
So I take it you and him didn't get along.
No, I could write a book about that man. On one page, I'd praise him. On the next, I'd want to smash his skull in.
Got cat
He could be a
aggro.
real self-righteous prick when he wanted to, that's for sure. But everyone knew he was the real law around here. Truman was a tool. I respected Joseph, and he respected me. But he hated how Brian looked up to me. Joseph always blamed the club for the path Brian chose in life, even though it was just due to him being a shitty father.
You seriously thought Grandpa was a bad parent?
Everybody knew about it. People just tend to forget the bad qualities of men in wheelchairs. Joseph wasn't a saint. He saw everything in black and white. He was only kind to whomever he considered to be good by his narrow moral standards. The ones who wouldn't fit in that small mold didn't get any chances. None whatsoever.
Did you tame the beast, K&A? I'm all out of kitties. And all out of Cookie, too.
Do you know anything about Lily Myers?
Nothing that anyone else around here couldn't tell you.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
No.
Tell me, how long have you been the president of this club?
15 years now, give or take. VP for 10 before that.
Good. Then you can tell me why you stole Lily Myers' paintings from Charles Wade in '86.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'd recommend you be careful with wild accusations like that.
She wanted to play and now she's all tired and being lazy laying down. Aww. Got the bullcrap. I know it was you. Fine, is there anything I can do to earn your trust?
Fine. Is there anything I can do for the club to earn your trust?
You mean like cleaning the toilets? Making coffee? I think we got that covered, Cupcake.
Spare me your sexist bullshit. I can take care of business.
You're nothing like your old man, you know that?
I take that as a compliment.
You do that. In any case, I've had enough of this nonsense. Stop pushing your luck. No
use. He's not gonna budge on this one. I need to figure out some way to make him more cooperative.
Buy him some drinks.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Do I look like a pious man to you? I've peed on churches.
Oh boy.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Black Hats MC was founded in the 60s by my old man, my uncle, and 2 other local bikers. Conwell Springs is the mother chapter, and we have support clubs in 6 other locations across 3 states. There's a total of 16 members here, 12 patch, 4 prospects. I'm the acting president of this chapter as well as of the whole club. Have been for more than 15 years.
The law give you any trouble?
It used to be tough when your granddad was around. He and Truman ran a tight ship.
And now?
Now they try, but Boyks and the boy are a nuisance at best.
Boyks.
I don't need to show him that.
I don't.
Do you know what this is?
Whoa.
What? Do you recognize that?
I saw one of those with my own eyes a few years ago.
Really? Where?
Middle of the woods, the road to the city. Those things came from nowhere and gave me this crazy headache right on the plate in my head. At the time, I thought it was just a nasty case of migraine.
You have a plate in your head?
Yeah, titanium from a shrapnel wound I got in Nam.
I see. Titanium isn't the least bit magnetic, is it?
How the hell should I know? I'm no scientist.
Do you remember where exactly on the road it happened?
No. Like I said, I dismissed it as a migraine. Didn't pay too much attention as to where I was.
Fair enough. Do you know anything about this flower bow?
Do I look like a florist to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
You crack me up, girl.
Damn.
I already showed that to him. Alright, I'm gonna hit the road.
Right on. I have some business to take care of, but make yourself at
Or
home.
can I give him a smoke?
Thanks, Bo. See you around.
No, come back. Shit.
Hey, Brian's girl.
Yeah?
I overheard you. I'm Emmett.
Hey.
The boss man isn't usually that grumpy. He's got a lot on his mind. But I think I may know of a way to loosen him up.
I'm all ears, buddy.
Well, Bo and Brian are the double Bs, as we used to call them. They used to have this drink together. Brian came up with it. He called it a Bloodier Mary.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
Yeah, it's basically a Bloody Mary, but with pig blood instead of tomato juice.
Oh.
I take that back. Gross.
I'm kidding. It's just a Bloody Mary, but with a special ingredient added to it.
If you say that special ingredient is blood, I will literally punch you.
No. Brian refused to tell anyone what it was. He only made it for special occasions. It's probably something uncommon, like a rare herb or some kind of expensive spice.
So let me guess. If I can produce this drink for Bo, you think he would help me out?
It'll make him remember Brian, which should go a long way. He hasn't had that drink since your old man disappeared. Brian was like a son to him. The boss would have died for him back in the day. If you could recall the good times with your father, he might change his mind.
I guess it could be worth a try. But wait, why are you helping me?
You're Brian's kid. That means you're family. We take care of family.
Well, how was that drink compared with a regular Bloody Mary?
Tasted a bit more like pepper and had a punch to it. It usually gave some pretty nasty hangovers. Oh, if you had a lot of them, you'd hallucinate some crazy shit. Pretty wild.
Trippy. Thanks.
That plant?
You're welcome, darling.
Hey, bartender. Do you happen to know how to make a Bloodier Mary?
You mean a Bloody Mary?
No, this is something different.
Afraid not. I can make you regular Bloody Mary, though, if you want.
Okay.
Maybe later. I need to figure something out.
Oh.
All right, then.
I want one.
I used to be a bit of a pool shark. Been a while, though. A member of this motorcycle club. Impressive bar. These guys like to drink. A member of this motorcycle club. I'd rather just talk to their leader. Not sure where that leads, but I don't think I have a reason to go in there.
Okay.
100% country music. Be still, my heart. Whew, out of order. My ears are safe.
Let's see. Can I go here without tripping out again?
Hello?
There's something...
Creepy bald guy. Guess no one's home. Looks like a specimen of the red scythe. Sorry, endangered flower, but I really need to make a drink.
Oh god, squirrel.
It's a specimen of that red scythe flower. Smells a bit like pepper.
That's a good sign.
I think this is what I need for the Bloodier Mary. That wasn't here before. What's this?
Ripped drawing. Red man?
A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy.
That's what I saw.
A bald...
Let's go make that drink. Give me Bloody Mary.
Hey, bartender. Do you happen to know...
You mean a...
No, this...
Afraid not.
Maybe later.
All right, then.
I'd like a Bloody Mary.
Coming right up.
Oh, and add this, will you? Just something I like for flavor. Put it in a blender.
Whatever you say. One Bloody Mary. Enjoy.
Thanks, buddy.
The club will cover that, Jose.
Sure thing, VP.
Thanks again, Emmett.
You got it.
Didn't the one woman's son say something about a man in red during... Was that the little boy that was alone in the graveyard? Because that is creepy, if so.
Here's hoping it can make Bo a bit more cooperative. Hey, Bo. I've got something for you.
I recognize that smell. You found your dad's recipe.
Something like that.
I'm gonna get him so stoned on this.
Man, is this a trip down
plant?
memory lane? I keep expecting Brian to walk in here any second. You know, all this nostalgia is making me remember how much I really owe your old man.
Yeah?
Yeah, so here's the deal. In '86, Carl, my VP at the time, came to me and said he had a job lined up for the club. Some guy'd offer him good dough for stealing a bunch of paintings from a mansion. He needed 2 brothers for the job. I was busy with other things at the time, so I gave my permission as long as the club got the usual cut. He returned a week later with a nice wad of cash. I didn't realize it was Wade he had knocked off until I read the paper. If I had known that, I'd advised against it.
Oh,
Wade
the
is a
mentally
powerful
challenged
man
one?
with friends in city council. There's no reason to piss him off.
Got
Yeah.
it. So, what do you know about the guy who hired you for the job?
Not much. Carl said it was some bearded preacher.
Whoa, Isaac from the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Could
Wait,
be.
what?
I don't know who that is. It was a priest. I know that much.
Thanks, Bo. I'm gonna follow up on this right away.
That's it? You're not gonna ask me about what happened to your old man? Not even curious?
I couldn't give 2 shits about that asshole.
Bullshit. Don't expect anyone to believe you're that angry with someone you don't give 2 shits about.
Either he's dead or he abandoned me. Do any of those options look appealing to you?
They don't, but you should know that no one from the club had anything to do with it. I meant it when I said Brian was a good brother. He had no enemies here. Not then, and not now.
Comforting to hear, Mr. President.
Shut up and listen, girl. I'm trying to tell you something. Brian used to talk about heading to Mexico, about riding off into the sunset and getting away from all his newfound responsibilities. And I think part of him was serious. You deserve to know that there's a chance he's still out there somewhere.
Sure. Let's hope that bastard is living it up somewhere.
Just take care of yourself, you hear?
You too.
So he said that it was the priest that hired them to steal the pictures? I guess we go back to the church.
Shit, they're closed.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to
no.
come back tomorrow.
Let's check the kid then.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
Oh, where is he?
No Nathan today?
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
Lily? Me?
Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man.
Oh, shit.
I need to talk to him about this.
The red man. Yep.
That day went by fast. I think I'm gonna ask if I can stay the night at Grandma's.
Oh, okay.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, Grandma, it got kind of late. Would it be okay if I stay the night?
Of course, dear. Have a seat. I'll make you something to eat.
Oh, you're the best. I'm starving.
Cookies?
Do you see? You are both unwanted, both discarded. Good. Lick the flames, buddy boy. Lick the flames and feel the hatred burn.
Holy crap. Ah!
Lily's painting, burning, and the kid from the cemetery. It's gotta mean something.
Did you see him? He was outside
Looks
the
like
window.
the rain finally stopped.
Grandma. Save me, Grandma. What?
Oh, good morning.
Hi, Kathy. What
Eileen?
the... Morning. Wow, this is quite the surprise.
You have such a lovely friend, dear. We've been chatting all morning.
Oh, I have no doubt. She's quite the talker, this one.
You sleep even longer here than you do back home.
Oh, gee, must be the blissful lack of distractions here, E. Can I talk to you for a sec, outside? Alone?
Okie dokie, if your grandmother doesn't mind being left all by yourself for a while.
Sure. You go ahead, children. I'll be right here if you need me.
Is the concept of personal boundaries new to you?
That's a rhetorical question, right?
Was a single morning devoid of Eileen too much to ask? I'm frankly surprised that I'm allowed bathroom breaks by myself with you in the same building.
I was super bored. Besides, you never got back home last night. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Well, as you can plainly see, I'm not a corpse.
You could be a very convincing zombie.
Very funny. You can go home now, E.
Fine. I won't tell you what I found in my research yesterday then.
Ugh, I hate you.
I'm so glad you asked. I looked up a few statistics for this county, looking for any anomalies. First off, there's a high number of missing persons reports in the area. That wouldn't be too unusual if, let's say, the county had a high crime rate. But it doesn't. Violent crimes are actually lower than in other comparable counties.
Huh. That's just outright creepy.
It gets even better. It turns out that this county has the highest number of clinically insane in the state. And guess what? Conwell Springs County is tiny. Per capita, the difference to the county in second place is humongous. Over 1,000%.
That makes some sense. I found out that this cocky person is Loctite at Ingstrom's.
Wow, we should go talk to him, right? He must have some answers.
That's the plan. I should probably fill you in on the rest I found.
Fill me in.
So, I'm gonna head over there today and confront Isaac about the paintings.
Okay.
Don't you think it's a bit risky, Kathy? It could just backfire and piss him off.
Oh, I'm hoping it will. Nothing wrong with some good old provocation to make people show their true colors.
You never gave him the picture of the lights, right?
Nah, I didn't want the guy to faint. He sounded pretty brainwashed about the Holy Trinity thing.
And none of the church people know who I am, right?
I guess not. So?
My point is that you grilled the priest good yesterday. You already tried it your way. I'm a fellow Christian. Maybe I could try something different, like make up a cute cover story and pretend to want to join their church. If he still won't trust me, I can show him my copy of the picture. Maybe it will make him open up.
I suppose it would give me enough time to drive back to the city and talk to Jimmy before it gets too late.
Yay! Oh, let's do it! I'm so excited. I can't wait to lie to people.
You know that's a sin, right?
Oh, I'm sure Jesus will make an exception this time. After all, he loves me.
I'm not gonna waste any time then.
Kitty
Let's
cat.
catch up on the phone tonight.
Okie dokie. Talk to you later.
Kitty cat. Come here. I can't wait to lie to people. Yeah. She's so innocent.
Hello,
Engstrom
Jimmy.
Psychiatric
I've been looking for
Hospital.
you.
Oh, is it for real this time?
Yes, this is all very real.
So you're going to ask me about Joseph now?
How do you know that? Who told you?
You did. Every time you came here.
You're not making any sense, Jimmy. We've never met before.
I'm making perfect sense. Everyone says so. I'm the sharpest tool in the shed. All bets are off now, Missy. Better buckle up and enjoy the ride. Forget all the rules. No going from top to bottom. No checking off all the items on your list. Start by asking me about the young chronicler.
The young chronicler?
Was Lily Myers the chronicler?
The drowned girl, yes. She saw the loops, the endless possibilities. She found that the branches had all been severed. Nothing but inevitability remained, staring her right in the eye. In the end, she was pulled across the great threshold, just like I was. I was next.
Next for what?
You're not listening. I'm next.
What happened to you, Jimmy? Why are you in this place?
I'm not. I'm 6 feet under, looking up, watching reruns without a care in the world. You know, Joseph was a beacon. His passing sent ripples traveling in all directions, touching all of us with burning intensity. In my case, resulting in immobilizing guilt. After all, I sent him out there. It was all my fault.
What was? What did you ask him to do?
Be patient. We'll get there eventually. We need to follow the rules. Let's continue, ironically, with the men who break the rules.
You mean the Black Hats? They're the men who break the rules?
Indeed. Your father broke every rule in the book, did he not?
That's a mild way of putting it.
I feel your pain, but you will be free of him soon enough. I've seen you atop a great pit, dropping the last remaining memento of him into the empty blackness below. Your mother, on the other hand, that's a story with a different ending.
You know Mom? How is she?
Why don't you see her yourself and find out?
It's complicated. Last time we met was ugly.
Looking away won't make it any less ugly, Kathy.
I know, just not yet.
Very well. Let's go see the man you reunited with his family.
The man you reunited with his family?
The man in red? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, indeed.
Who is he, really?
The collector of souls. The one who beckons and prepares. Some call him a spirit guide. Others, a devil dressed in red. You are doing so much better than the last time. Now, ask me about the first thing you can think of.
What happened to my grandfather in 81?
Oh, poor Joseph. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong friends, wrong life. An unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. There had to be course correction, Kathy. The house always wins.
What did you ask him to do?
I asked him to find the source and destroy it. For me, for Lily, for all of us.
The source of what?
Everything. The madness, the betrayals, the limitless suffering.
How would he do that?
I don't know. Joseph had a plan. He had allies.
Allies? Who?
The man in red. Someone else, too.
I found the message you left for Grandpa. You said, It happened to you too. What did?
Meeting the lights, of course. Don't you have my picture from the night in the forest?
You mean this?
Oh, yes. They felt so warm, so comfortable, luring me in. But when they got close, I could feel my mind split in two. I found myself with one foot on either side of the line, the thin line between hell and here. It felt like breathing through my nose with my mouth underwater. No wonder some sink beneath the surface, never to be heard from again.
Was that what happened to Joseph, Jimmy? Did he sink to the bottom?
I wish I knew. I'm just a man stuck with his ear up against the wall, picking up a word here and there. I am so tired, Kathy. I can feel the lights even now. Endless static in my head, like a TV tuned to a dead channel.
But what are they? Where do they come from?
The cradle of obscurity. The alpha to our omega. The distorted mirror.
Why are you constantly speaking in riddles?
Why do you assume I have a choice? We are nearing the end. Ask me about the misguided faithful.
Is the Church of the Holy Trinity the misguided faithful?
They are, yes.
What makes you call them that?
Isn't it obvious? They believe the lights are divine. The lights are neither divine nor unholy. They are but a twisted reflection of us. The judge and the jury, our innermost child, our greatest fear, everything we long for and desire. It's more than most of us can take. The cup runneth over.
How do I stop them?
You must go to their birthplace, their source. You must go to the cradle. It's the only way to save your friend.
What? Are you talking about Eileen?
Yes, she is being claimed. She's in great danger. You have to go back, Kathy. Nurse!
I need more than that, Jimmy.
Nurse, help!
Take my picture back.
I need to find Eileen.
Where did she go? Did she go out in the woods? What was it she was checking up on while I was doing this? She was gonna go to the church.
It's an altar. You know, the... Locked.
Is this one locked still?
William T. Price. So that's Father Bill. Looks more like a businessman than a cult leader. Just old furniture and boxes filled with random junk. Nothing unusual, just a schedule of typical church events. There they are again, watching my every move in this place. Wouldn't be a church without one. Isaac's desk. There might be something useful inside. Found a large old key in here.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Cut the bullcrap! Where is she? Where's Eileen?
What in the Lord's name are you talking about?
Red-haired girl, I know she came here to see you. Tell me where she is, or I'm calling the cops.
I don't think that's quite necessary.
Breaking and entering, are we?
You don't understand. My friend has been kidnapped.
Funny story. Hands behind your back. Now!
Ugh,
What?
you gotta be kidding me.
I didn't fully check out that office.
Better hope that Father Price doesn't press charges.
I want my phone call.
Can't hear you in there.
You are such a fucking prick.
Enjoy your little vacation. I know I will.
Well, this blows. And I smell like goober. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh.
I need to get out of here. Who knows what that freak is doing to Eileen right now? Looks like the mop is within reach. Maybe I can make some use of it. Okay, now what? That combination makes no sense. That combination makes no sense. Worth a shot. Oops.
Oops.
A bunch of documents, some pins, and paper clips.
Paper clips. We're gonna pick a lock with a paper clip. Oh, yeah.
These paper clips might be useful. What a tiny TV. Two large paper clips.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I still got it. Not perfect, but they should get the job done.
Yep. Oh. Oops. Sweet.
I'm so good.
Yeah. Cool. How do I get out of here without...
Too heavy to carry around. Brilliant idea to...
I can't just walk out.
I'm not leaving without my things.
Your things?
A jail cell. Looks cramped.
Oh, right. Where are they?
A jail cell.
Evidence bag.
I saw Lenny put my stuff in there. Okay, got all my things back. The key I found in the church, too.
Oh, good. Oh.
Huh?
Hopes in jar. An inkier heart. Rule me, Nemesis.
What the hell?
I don't know what the heck that meant. I'm trying to figure it out. I thought it maybe was a haiku, but it's not. Oh, good. I can leave. I just broke out of jail, though.
Good thing the bike was still where I left it. Oof, no corpses, just a bunch of priest outfits in there. Nothing interesting in the pockets either.
Oh.
Books on spirituality and theology. Nothing unusual. Locked. Nope, not the right key. Not a bad idea, but it's not a tumbler lock. Nope, not the right key.
Okay, maybe we're done in this room. Maybe the key is to this door over here.
Locked. Nope, not the right key.
Really?
I should search the office instead. I don't Just old furniture and boxes filled with random junk. I wonder what the church was like back when Father Bill was in charge. William T. Price. I've searched that already. Wouldn't be a church without a photo of a younger Father Bill with 2 boys. Probably Isaac and his brother. A photo of a books on a small cabinet with a lock on it.
What are you doing, kitty?
Locked.
How do I get in there? None of the keys I have work, it said.
Nope, not the right key. It's an altar.
I don't know where else to go. I can't go there? I don't know. I'm sort of... not sure.
Anybody home? Guess not. Locked. It's a simple tumbler lock.
I can pick it. Rub things on things.
Yet another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not very lifelike.
Can I take it?
A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy. That must be Lily. She seems very happy looking up at the red man. Is this how Nathan still sees himself? As a little boy? Looks like they barely touched the food. Looks like they barely...
Okay. What am I doing here? Oh, the painting.
It's an early painting by Lily Myers.
can I do?
Nice view of the lake from here.
If I could pick the lock to come in here.
Looks like they...
What?
I don't want to burn that.
What is there to find in here?
It's an early painting by...
Set it on fire.
That action doesn't seem productive.
She was mad. She was so mad. Well, okay then. Kitty. She's having a sneeze attack again. I don't know. I'm just gonna go everywhere. Because I now know that the priest is Price, so maybe they have her here.
A family mausoleum. Isaac's family must be pretty rich. Locked.
Ooh.
I did what you asked, Father. But something is different about this one. It's not taking like it should. She may be protected. Yes, we'll just have to wait and see. More souls, then. Yes, they all deserve to bask in the glory of God.
Shock him.
Hey, what's that?
Eat this! Eileen?
Uh-oh. What happened to her?
Snap out of it! No, God, it's happening again. Just like it did with Grandpa. What did he do to you?
Her glasses are on the floor.
She's catatonic, breathing but unresponsive, just like Grandpa.
Poker.
I don't think that will help her. Wake up, E. Let's get these ropes off of you. That should do it. He's knocked out cold and restrained with rope. You won't get away with this. He had a key on him. A small key with a tag attached labeled Storage A5. Maybe there's a self-storage facility in town. It looks a lot like the key I found in the attic. Maybe they're somehow related.
Yeah.
She's catatonic. Wake up, E.
That's not gonna help.
I don't think that will help her.
Can I leave? I can leave her there?
All right, we'll take it from here.
Should we bring what's her name to the clinic?
Eileen, and no, she's not physically hurt. It's just shock, that's all. I'll take care of her. Please, just drop us off at Grandma's.
All right then, but don't think you're off the hook for that stunt you pulled at the station. Considering the circumstances, I'm gonna refrain from hauling your ass back to that cell. But you better not leave town until we've sorted all this out, or you can look forward to a statewide APB. Got it?
That's more than fair, Sheriff. Thanks.
I was just trying to save my friend.
Come by the station when you've dropped off your friend. We'll need to take your statement.
I will. It's my fault this has happened to her.
No, it's not. You know exactly who's to blame. That vile man behind bars or whoever is pulling his strings. Go there, find out what he knows, and get to the bottom of this. It's too late for Joseph, but maybe she still has a chance.
Behind bars?
Well, I'm sure as hell not gonna wait here for her to rot away.
Good. She'll be safe with me.
All right then, I'm off. She's burning up. She's fighting it, whatever it is. I'm sorry, E.
Grandma?
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that. How is she?
The same. Don't worry about us.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that. I don't need to show her that now. Okay, that's all I need.
Kitty.
Good luck out there.
I think my cat has a cold. Shauna, poor baby. Storage facility in the phone book, maybe? Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm trying to find.
Okay, there's a place in town.
Hey, there we go.
Got the address. I should head over there.
New location added. Sweet. But there's no tag on my thing, so I'd have to ask the person there if they knew my grandpa. In the attic. I think we unlocked it already. Oh, here, storage facility. Yeah, we found a code to a briefcase in the attic that was a puzzle.
Storage A5. This is it. I can't open it without a key.
The fuck? Yeah, of course it was a puzzle.
Where is it? Was he trying to uncover something in these paintings? I guess he felt compelled to tell the world how hard he was looking for something. Lunatic. A bottle of paint thinner.
Yeah, it's getting more
This
creepy.
might come in handy.
But now I have paint thinner.
I don't believe this. They're ruined. He must have used that paint thinner on the paintings. That means there's only a single painting left. The one in the cabin.
Am I supposed to use paint thinner on the one in the cabin?
I think the damage has already been done.
Okay.
Storage A6.
Can I just try my key on every single one?
It's a small key. Fair. Doesn't fit. Must be for a different unit.
I'm just trying every door.
Aha.
Really? Grandpa's Air Force jacket?
So that's where Grandpa's old uniform went. I wondered why I didn't see it in the attic. Empty. Found a tape in there.
Oh.
There's also something else. A custody appeal form. For me? July 15th, 1981? I don't believe it. He tried to get me back from my mom. Right to the very end.
Oh.
Pull yourself together, Kathy.
Don't make me cry.
Nothing useful. Just some old newspapers in those. Standard microtape labeled Operation Log Number 4. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto.
This is Joseph Rain. Operation Log, Part 4. August 8th, 1981. The area appears to be circular with along the outer perimeter. I've determined that some kind of endothermic reaction is taking place. So it's important to be observant of changes in temperature. Find the source. By severing the link, perhaps I can save them. Jimmy and all the others. Reoccurring dream. I'm standing in front of a huge black hole in a clearing in the woods. There's a man dressed in red, urging me to jump. I'm afraid to, but I take the plunge anyway. For some reason, I don't think I have anything to lose. As I'm falling, I reach for the parachute cord, but to my horror, there's nothing there. That's when I wake up.
Oh. Maybe we can analyze this tape. Was that everything? Can I pick this lock?
That combination makes no sense.
Okay. No.
Hey, you're back.
I am. You guys want my statement?
Yeah, the sheriff is waiting for you.
All right. Let's talk, Sheriff. And that's when I found that creep with her tied up in the crypt.
Jesus. I had my suspicions about that church, but I never thought it went this deep.
Yeah. So, what happens now?
I'll call the judge and get a warrant. We find anything else, that bastard won't get away with it.
Okay, can I go talk to him?
Go ahead. Ask Lenny to go with you if you need him.
Will do. Thanks, Sheriff.
Think nothing of it.
What do you think I need to do with the painting in the cabin? Because I don't want to ruin it with paint thinner, but maybe there's something under the paint? I can try it. Let's talk to the priest first.
He's where he belongs.
Yeah, what did you do to Eileen?
Hello again, my child.
I hope you enjoy that cell as much as I did.
For a man of faith, this is a room fit for a king. Speak what you will, I have all the time in the world.
Did you have something to do with what happened to my grandfather?
Alas, I did not. At the time, I wasn't enlightened, and neither was my father.
But Grandpa showed the same symptoms as Eileen.
Then he was claimed by God, without my guidance. Praise him.
Yeah, maybe I can see if I can paint thinner it. If the mom is even there. I kinda doubt she would let me, but I don't know. So why did you steal the art?
What do you really know about Lily Myers?
Yeah.
Oh, the drowned girl is a conundrum. In life, part prophet, part mender. In death, ascended, united with the holy conduit.
Did they kill her?
Why did you destroy Lily's paintings?
Is that what you think I did?
They looked pretty ruined to me.
Like an ignorant child, you look only to the surface and not on what lies hidden beneath.
Are you implying that the paintings contain some hidden message?
Oh yes, Lily was special in God's eyes. A chronicler, a bestower of wisdom. As an emissary of God, it is my duty to unlock the divine knowledge in her work for all of mankind.
Huh.
What is your church really about, Isaac? What are you trying to accomplish?
The same as any other church. All we want is the salvation of mankind.
By any means necessary? Clearly kidnapping isn't out of the question.
A necessary evil. I look at the bigger picture, the greater good. One day you'll understand.
You are quite obviously brainwashed. I'll stop you, if it's the last thing I do.
You can try, child. I have God on my side.
Who is the man dressed in red?
No one that concerns the likes of you.
Wait, so you do know something about him?
Certainly, but that knowledge is not to be shared with unbelievers.
Who is the man?
No one that...
Wait.
Certainly.
Tell me what you did to my friend Isaac.
I offered her to God, and the Lord accepted her with open arms. She is part of his world now.
You're not talking about a Christian God.
Of course not. I'm talking about the old God, slumbering in the darkness beyond.
What are you saying? You offered Eileen's soul to this God of yours?
She is but one of many. I guided them all to the stairs of judgment.
Wait, so you were responsible for all those people disappearing? Going crazy?
All I did was bring them face to face with God. If they chose to reject him, they were beyond redemption.
These lights are doing something to people. Can I tase him? Can I show him this
What do
picture
you
now?
see in this photo?
The sign of God. The conduit.
Conduit of what?
Oh, you'll know soon enough.
What? Burn him. I guess not.
I'm done here.
Good. Now go repent, sinner.
You're a sinner. Here you go, Cthulhu. Take this, co-ed.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
You're joking, right?
Oh, never mind. They already arrested Isaac. There's nothing more to say.
Okay.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Let's go paint thinner a painting, I guess. The last one there is, too. Better be something there. Or I'm gonna feel like a jerk.
Sorry, Sue.
Is that
A hidden
somebody
picture.
drowning?
Oh my god, that's Nathan! He's holding a girl underwater. It must be Lily.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
that doesn't make any sense. Lily wrote a suicide note, so either she planned this or saw it.
She must have foreseen it.
Nathan is drowning Lily in the lake.
Why would he do that? Can I take a... I can't take it with
Nathan
me.
is drowning.
Oh boy. Where is Nathan at?
Nathan,
Yes?
I know about Lily, Nathan.
I like Lily.
Nathan, tell me what happened the day Lily died.
I don't know.
It's okay, Nathan. I'm a friend. I know the Red Man, too.
You do?
Yes, he told me to ask you about what happened to Lily. He said that you would tell me the truth, because you are honest. You're honest, aren't you, Nathan?
Lily was angry that time. Angry and sad. Mostly angry.
Angry with you?
Angry with everybody. Mama was asleep, Papa too.
Okay, what happened next?
Lily wanted to go down to the lake. She told me to hold her under the water for a while. She said I had to. She had painted it, and everything she painted was supposed to happen. I didn't want to, but Lily said she would tell Mama that I was bad if I didn't. But the Red Man says it was an accident, and that Lily is in a better place.
It's okay, Nathan. Lily was sick. It's not anyone's fault. When did you first meet the Red Man?
I don't know. I see him in the woods sometimes. He and Lily always fought.
They did. About what?
He wanted Lily to take her medicine.
What kind of medicine? Pills to make her less sad and angry?
I don't know. Just medicine. But you know what? It's okay. I still talk to her all the time.
You talk to Lily? And she talks back?
Yes?
Take me to her, Nathan. Take me to Lily.
You promise not to tell Mama?
I won't. I promise. Take me there.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm scared.
See?
Get away from them, Nathan. They're dangerous.
No, they're nice.
Maybe that's why you're special.
Maybe they can't affect him for some reason.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Poor little Menda met her end, witnessed so much she could not comprehend. Claimed by the lake, she screamed to her god, struggled for air as she twisted and clawed. But all was in vain, and her cries went unheard. 'Twas a heartbreaking theater of the absurd. There, There. You're being dramatic. No pain, no gain. At least that color looks good on you. Astute observation, Bill. This room does hold the key. Well then, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
The room holds the key?
Jesus.
See you later, somebody.
Nathan? How long was I out?
Have a good night. Maybe I'll stop by later. Say hi. Yeah, how long was I out? Where'd Nathan go? And that red man freaks me the hell out. Well, I'm leaving Nathan in the woods. The church. What's in this room that I've missed? Something in the painting? Oh.
A hidden safe. There's also a poem here written by Father Bill. I copied it to my notepad.
Oh gosh. I lie in the center of the mark of the Lord. My wife gazes down as my son stands below. The center of the mark of the Lord. When as 3 dawns felt warmth on my skin, their radiant bronze lay nearby, not within. From east to west I touched every soul, from lasting to brief, their parts made a whole. More cat aggro, she wants bedtime treats now. Well, you know how you just gotta do what she wants, man. I'm sorry. You have no choice. They rule over us. Just accept it. So is this a code?
I'm sure there's a hidden meaning in this, but I think I'm missing something in order to make sense of it.
I'm missing something?
I'm sure there's a hidden meaning in this, but I think I'm missing something in order to make sense of it. I'm sure there's a hidden meaning.
Missing something.
The code to the safe must be hidden somewhere in this poem. Father Bill mentions his wife and children. Maybe there are some connections to his family? A photo of a younger Father Bill with 2 boys. Probably Isaac and his brother.
I lie in the center of the mark of the Lord.
Wouldn't be a church without one. There they are again, watching my every move in this place. Locked.
Dawns.
An electronic safe with a numeric keypad.
The back of the painting.
There's a poem here, written by Father Bill.
Oh, that's what I wrote down.
I could always try guessing. Most people use numbers they can relate to, like important dates to them. I'm sure there's a hidden meaning in this, but I think I'm missing something in order to make sense of it.
Missing something.
I don't see how those things work together. That action doesn't seem productive. That combination makes no sense. That combination makes no sense. I don't see how those things work together. Just old furniture and boxes filled with random junk. I've searched that already. I've searched that already.
Yeah, I think so, but she says I'm missing something. Center.
I'm sure there's a hidden meaning in this, but I think I'm missing something in order to make sense of it.
Dates. Do I need to go back and talk to him in the prison?
That action doesn't...
Let me go talk to Isaac again, maybe? I don't know.
I read your father's poem, the one behind the painting.
What are you talking about?
You don't know about it?
Why would he keep that from me? Your lies are getting tiring, child.
I'm not lying.
I don't need to show that to him.
Maybe he wants to smoke.
I don't need to show that to him. That was creepy, whatever it was. That was...
Yeah.
I read your father's poem.
What are you talking?
You don't know.
Why would he keep? Your lies are getting...
Who would know more about this poem? Lenny.
I don't want to show him that. The code to the safe must be hidden somewhere in this poem. Father Bill mentions his wife and children. Maybe there's some connections to his family?
Can I go back to the crypt, maybe?
In the text, Father Bill's family members are used as reference points. Could he be referring to the physical layout of the graves? I copied the grave layout to my notebook next to the poem.
Oh.
Okay, these graves must somehow correspond to Father Bill's poem. Let's see if I can figure it out.
I lie in the center. My wife gazes down. Which one is his wife? Agatha?
Center, above, below. Is he defining reference points on some kind of shape?
Island in the center. My wife gazes down. I witnessed 3 dawns. Felt warmth on my skin.
No, that connection doesn't make sense to me.
I lie in the center of the mark of the Lord. My wife gazes down as my sons stand below. I witness 3 dawns. Felt warmth on my skin, the radiant bronze. From east to west, I touched every soul from last thing to breathe. Their parts made me whole.
No, that connection doesn't. Center, above, below. Is he defining reference points on some kind of shape?
Henrietta's the wife. But his son is here.
No, that connection doesn't make sense.
I'm so confused.
No, that connection doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
No, that connection doesn't make sense to me. No, that connection doesn't make sense to me.
I'm just really not sure. Why are the suns not beneath? I can't move anything.
Of course!
Oh.
The sign of the Lord! Some of the graves can form the shape of a cross.
You're right again.
Now, if I can only figure out which dates are relevant.
Oh, okay, I get it. That's turned. I witnessed 3 dawns. Felt warmth on my skin.
Three dawns. It has to be an allegory for something on the graves.
3 sons? To read. Three dawns.
Three dawns should be 3 birth dates, but I'm not sure if those are the right ones. 3 dawns should be 3 birth dates, but I'm not sure if those are the right ones. William Thomas Price, born February 13th, 1931, died October 21st, 1983. Father Bill himself.
Three dawns.
Three dawns should be...
I don't know.
Ernest Edward Price, born December 20th, 1898, died May 8th, 1973. Agatha Price, born November 13th, 1899, died July 17th, 1979. Barbara Price, born July 19th, 1921, died January 4th, 1979. Henrietta Ann Price, born April 22nd, 1933, died May 4th, 1981. Father Bill's wife? Joshua David Price, born June 8th, 1961, died September 5th, 1983. Isaac's brother, perhaps? Isaac Jeremiah Price, born March 3rd, 1959. The death date is left blank. Agatha Price, born November 3rd. Agatha Price. Barbara Price. Arthur Price, born April 11th, That grave is blank. That grave is blank.
Three dawns.
Three dawns should be 3 birth dates, but I'm not sure if those are...
I witnessed 3 dawns. His birth, not one of them?
3 dawns should be 3 birth dates. Yes, that must be it. 3 dawns mean 3 births, and they're all adjacent to Father Bill's grave. I'm sure I'm close now. I just have to somehow narrow down these to the correct number of digits.
From east to west, I touched every soul. From lasting to brief, their parts made a whole. From east... east to west.
I think this section tells me in what order I should pick the digits to reconstruct the code.
61, 99, 33.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
How do you know? East to west. Not 99, sorry. 61, 13, 04.
I'm sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the day and the month.
Oh.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
The year's correct. What does she say again?
I'm sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the day and the month.
The format?
No, I'm pretty sure that's not it. No, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
Says from east to west, I touched every soul. East to west. Every soul. From lasting to brief. From lasting to brief. Joshua's last to brief. Oops.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
Lasting to brief. Who's the... This is the youngest person. Joshua, from the lasting... Who lived the longest? Agatha? I think that's the first one I tried.
I'm sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the day and the month.
I got it!
From lasting to brief. Year, month, day. That's gotta be it!
61, 11, 22. Wow. Okay. Well, we got it. You were so close. Yeah, from lasting to brief, I think it was talking about their ages. Church.
Yes! Found a bunch of torn out Bible pages and a tape in there.
The Mending. The Mending is a sacred unity with God and the only way to reach true salvation. The Crimson One, the Red Man, finds lost souls on behalf of God. Unshackled by time, he guides them and bestows wisdom upon them. He grants them dreams and visions, preparing them for the mending. The living menders must then descend upon the stairs of judgment. Each step reflects a piece of their soul. Then they must face their shadow self, a servant of God who will oppose them at every turn. Lastly, the mender shall perform the 3 holy sacraments. To unite with God, 3 holy sacraments must be performed: the atonement of the Mother, the absolution of the Father, the contrition for the Son. God shall then gaze upon the mender, weighing their heart. The worthy shall be cleansed of sin and be allowed to reach sacred unity. FB. The damned shall have their heart consumed and be cast into the abyss. JC plus LM plus JR.
This is William T. Price. My visions concerning my sons are troubling. I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet, the Crimson One. I've seen the history of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe should these predictions come to pass. I've hidden it so that only the true agents of the old God, selected by the Crimson One, may find it. Now, heed these words. You must stare into the abyss and let the abyss stare back into you. It's the only way to cleanse yourself of sin and achieve true salvation. May God be with you.
Okay.
Father Bill must have wanted to hide these for a reason. That action doesn't seem productive to me.
God, I hope I'm not catching Eric's cold. He was sick the last couple days, and I think he's going to work from home tomorrow as well. And we have a friend coming over this weekend, or she was. I don't know if she will, if Eric is going to be sick. But me, I think it's just a tickle that I get sometimes. So what do we do next? What do you guys think? Almost inhaled that water. Sorry while I'm choking and dying here. Okay, so let's leave this church for one. My eyes are watering. Okay. Let's go to Grandma's house. I don't think there's something about Crimson One in the phone book, but you never know.
Nah, nothing like that in here.
No.
Nah, nothing like...
Okay. Does Grandma know about this Crimson One at all?
Hi, Grandma. Listen, I found something in this storage unit.
Oh? What was it?
Custody papers, with my name on them.
I was hoping you wouldn't have to see those.
I need to know what happened, Grandma.
Sharon was never a good mother to you, Kathy.
I know. It was the illness. She tried her best. It wasn't all bad.
You don't know the despicable things she and Brian did. Drugs, violence. We wanted something better for you. Joseph started talking to lawyers, staying up late at night on the phone, trying to find a way, some kind of loophole to get you back. But eventually we ran out of courts to appeal to, and your mother retaliated with a restraining order. And that was it. She had won.
I wish things could have been different.
I do too, dear. Every day. Now you're getting me close to tears. Let's talk about something else.
Okay, Grandma. I found these in the church. Do they mean anything to you, Grandma?
I'm not sure, dear. Is there anything in particular you'd like to ask me about them?
Maybe. I'll let you know if I think of anything. Father Bill must have wanted to hide.
FB, JC. What do these stand for?
I'm sorry, E. She's burning up.
Is there a Bible upstairs?
I've already searched that. I've already searched. It looks like someone was doing geometry. An old typewriter covered in cobwebs.
Yeah, that could be true.
Nah, nothing else in there.
Father Bill? Jimmy Cockney? What was his name? Cocky? And Lily Myers? Maybe? So they're saying that those three were unworthy. Or damned. Yeah, Jimmy Cochran. Interesting. Well, how can I ask Grandma about that? She's like, anything in particular? And I couldn't bring it up.
Just some old bills. Nothing.
Maybe... Maybe the sheriff. Maybe I can talk to the guy again.
I have more things to say to you.
Speak what you will, godless one.
What is your church really about, Isaac? What are you trying to accomplish?
The same as any other church. All we want is the salvation of mankind.
By any means necessary?
A necessary evil. I look...
You are quite obviously brainwashed.
You can try, child.
Who is the Crimson One?
No one that concerns the likes of you.
Wait, so you do know something about him?
Certainly.
Look what I found in the church, Isaac.
Come to gloat, have you? I see that you've added stealing to your list of sins.
Honestly, I just want to understand. What does it all mean? The mending?
I don't believe you're sincere for a second. I will speak of this no longer.
What?
I'd love nothing more, but I need to figure out what he knows. I don't need to show that to him. Listen to this, Isaac.
This is William T. Price. My
What
visions
is this?
concerning my sons are troubling. I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet, the Crimson One. I've seen the history of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe.
I don't believe it. Father saw all of this coming. God, have I strayed from the faith?
It's not too late to redeem yourself, Isaac. I've met the Crimson One. We're on the same side.
I don't know, man.
Preposterous. No one has witnessed that apostate since Father's death. I've been north of the lake, but he's nowhere to be found. He abandoned us all, and the divine work now rests upon my shoulders.
You believe that you are carrying out the work of the Crimson One?
Don't think I can't hear that mocking tone of yours. I will speak of this no longer.
He mentioned north of the lake. That's part of Conwell Woods. I'll probably have to narrow it down more, but it's something.
New location added.
I already asked him about that.
Father, have you abandoned me? I will atone for my sins. I swear it. God have mercy on me.
You might want to check on him.
I don't want to show him that.
Let's go to the new location. Your parents' cat is so needy. She likes you. She wants pets, right? Give her attention. North, south, east, west. Oh God. My bike is gone. Oh.
What the? How did I get back here? I must be going in circles.
Oh, she's meowing at their door because she missed them or doesn't know where they're at. Poor baby. Just give her lots of love. Okay, maybe I should go back and talk to the kid. What's his name? I mean, they know the area. Still not here? Do I really have to just wander around lost in the woods until I... Oh, wait. Yeah, Nathan. Next to the cabin's door, a thermometer. Oh! They did mention that temperature changes happen around the lights.
I'll just borrow this for a while.
Nice. I couldn't take it before.
The temperature looks normal here. This thing should come in handy if I need to track temperature.
That's gonna... Yeah, that's what I need. Thanks, K&A. You're saving my butt several times here. And I appreciate it, because otherwise I don't want to waste time. Okay, so this will help me. Now, what did they say about temperature? Does it get warmer? It's cooler here. Do we go towards the cooler temperature? That went down. That went up. And went down. Down again. West. West again. I can't remember if they said the temperature. Let me see. Where was the temperature mentioned?
My God, what is this place? Met her end. Someone left this message here for me. It's the red scythe flower. Must be hundreds of them here.
Oh my God. Don't smell it.
So much for being endangered. Met her. A huge hole with no visible bottom. I don't want to burn that.
No, I want you to drop it down there. No? Well, then fine. Smell the flowers. It's gonna be like Wizard of Oz.
Intense. Oh, they're making me a bit dizzy.
Gonna faint in the poppies field. Oh my God. Did you come up on an escalator?
You again.
Me again.
You better have some answers, Crimson One.
It's this.
All in due time. Your friend is being claimed by the darkness. She's standing on the brink of the abyss as we speak.
Are you talking about Eileen?
Yes. If you wish to save her, you must descend.
Why? What is down there?
The tribulation, the reflection of the soul. We call it the mending.
Who's we?
My kind, servants of the old god.
To what end do you serve this god? What does your kind actually want?
All we want is for you to take your medicine, Kathy. For you to grow and be happy.
If that's the case, why were all those people hurt? Lily, Jimmy, Grandpa?
You misunderstand. What one wants and what one is able to do are two different things. Happiness is not a one-way street. It cannot be given, only earned. Your grandfather understood that. He embraced it.
Wait, you saw Grandpa?
Oh, yes. Right here. He was a tortured soul, desperate for some kind of meaning after losing the light of his life. He sought the power below, the vessel of redemption.
But Grandpa didn't make it. He failed. How could I succeed when he wasn't able to? He was so much stronger than me, so much braver.
Is that what you believe? Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think.
But why me? Why are you making me do this?
Because you so desperately need it, Kathy. You're haunted by your past, by all these painful memories long forgotten. They follow you like a shadow, pulling you down. They taint your every thought, impulse, and deep desire. It is foul to us.
This is crazy. I could just walk away, get on my bike and drive, forget I was ever here.
There's nothing stopping you.
Eileen. I can't leave her like that.
I'm going down.
I see now why he speaks so highly of you.
Speaks? Oh.
Surreal. It looks like Grandma's, but different. Hey, where'd all my things go? My pockets are empty.
Uh-oh.
The paintings resemble TV static. Guess the reception down here isn't too good. Guess the reception. The door is sealed by 2 thick chains attached with padlocks. There are 2 padlocks here. One requires a key, the other is a combination lock.
Code is near.
Gears are moving behind the window. Am I inside some huge, bizarre machine? An old elevator. I don't see any way to open it. A small desk lamp. I can see something inside.
What's in there?
There was a pen hidden inside.
A pen? Oh boy.
Looks like Grandpa and Eileen have both signed already. What the?
Oh. Is that me?
You're not supposed to be here. Who are you? You look just like me. I should ask you the same thing, imposter. Do you like what we did to Mom? Don't you just want to kill her sometimes? I know I do. Mom? She's here? You don't know anything, do you? Now, I'd love to stay and chat, doppelganger, but I have more important things to do. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. It's not very evil to say.
No dial tone. The elevator is open.
Go in it. Oh, I'm at 1. Oh boy. This is the bar.
That thing looks alive.
There's like chalk drawings everywhere.
More gears grinding away. Something about them makes me uneasy.
Is that blood in the couch?
I don't even want to think about what happened there.
Oh.
A jukebox. Broken by the looks of it. Nothing is lit up.
Oh.
Oh my god. Mom? You're here? It's Mom! She's being held up against the wall by something sticky. I have to get her loose, somehow. Was she always here? Is this the cause of her illness? Mom, can you hear me? Don't worry, I'll find a way to get you out of here.
Use pen
No
on
use,
Mom.
it's not
sharp enough.
There's some blood on this wall. It's too tough. I might need something sharp to get it open.
Is the pen enough?
There was a scalpel hidden inside the wall.
Oh.
Got it.
You okay, Mom?
There you go, Mom. Are you okay? No!
I had to kill my own mother, no!
Mom! No, what have I done?
I forgive you.
Oh, God. Get me out of this place. I don't even want to look.
Refrigerator? Hopes in jar. An inkier heart. Rule me, Nemesis.
Refrigerator magnets in the shape of Scrabble tiles. The score values are off, though. I remember because the game I played with E the other day. Hopes in jar. An inkier heart. Rule me, Nemesis. Not sure what to make of it all. Refrigerator magnets, and the score values are off, though. Hopes in... Not sure what to... Nothing else in there.
What's this?
Looks like a postcard is lying here on the floor.
Hi, baby girl. Living the life over here in Mexico. I have a new family now and I've forgotten all about you. I don't regret leaving you for a second since your mom was a whore and I never loved you anyway. All the best, Dad. Oh boy. To Catherine Rain in the sinkhole in Conhell Woods. That rock and roll music. Oh!
You killed Mom. That wasn't Mom, it was some kind of monster. We're all monsters to you, aren't we? Kill her, Dad. No, it can't be. Who's your daddy now, bitch? Stay away from me.
Don't make me kill you, Dad.
Just for a
little while.
That thing looks...
Come here.
Oh.
I've been angry with you for as long as I can remember. I've hated you, more than words can say. I will never forgive you, Dad, but I'm done being angry. I'm done with letting you have an impact on my life.
Good. Hello, daughter. I should have done this a long time ago. There are so many things I wish I could say to you. You have 2 brothers and a sister here. They always ask about you, their big sister in the USA. Leaving you was the biggest mistake I've ever made. Please forgive me, Dad. Okay. Could I do anything with the Scrabble tiles? The body's gone.
Where did that thing go? The body is gone. That action doesn't seem productive. That action doesn't seem
Okay, fine. I have to go to floor 3. What the hell?
More gears grinding away. Something about them makes me uneasy. Nothing in this place appears to be tuned. A small casket is placed in the middle of the cage. Looks like the crank is connected to a mechanism for raising the cage. No use. The chain is broken. I'll need to fix it first. The chain looks broken there. No use. The chain is... That action doesn't seem...
Broken link. There's nothing I can do at here. Maybe the first floor has something new? Can I pick it with a pen?
That action doesn't seem...
Oh. Can I go upstairs? That's where I came from.
Gears are moving behind the window. Grandpa's name, my name, and Eileen's name are listed here. August 81, yesterday, and today. The dates all match. Looks like Grandpa and Eileen have both signed already.
Yes, but what can I do with just a pen?
The paintings resemble TV static. Guess the reception down here... A small desk lamp.
Code is near. Have we seen a code?
I didn't hear an impact. Does it even have a bottom? I didn't hear an impact. I don't want to throw that in there.
Why not?
I don't see how those things work. I don't even want to think. That action does...
Well, I don't know what else to do.
I didn't hear an impact.
Is it different now? Hopes.
Refrigerator magnets in the shape of Scrabble tiles. The score values are off, though. I remember because the game I played with E the other day. Hopes in jar. An inkier heart. Rule me nemesis. Not sure what to make of it all. Refrigerator the score value. Hopes in... Not sure...
It won't let me, like, rearrange them at all. This is what I heard on the TV in the jail or, area.
Refrigerator. The score of hopes in... Not sure what to make of...
What? You think you got it? Oh,
There's a weird
refrigerator.
scarab
I
thing
didn't
in
know I
there.
could open it.
Got it.
A scarab thing?
It's the red scarab I found in the refrigerator. When I shake it, I can hear something moving inside. It has a hard shell. I'll need something heavy to break it.
Okay, well...
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
I'll keep trying to figure
It's an
it out.
old-fashioned... I don't see how those things work.
$355. Oh, the points? Add up all the points? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Kitty, are you okay? Do I just add them all up? Um, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 36. Time to get my notebook out. Hopes in jar. An inkier heart. Hopes in jar. An inkier heart. It's a 4-digit code. So this might not work. 4, 8. The code is near. Oh. Wait. There's no C here though. What's a C? I'm gonna go back. Code is near, underlined. Oh, okay. I didn't write down what each letter is near. Should have done that. So it's whatever NEAR, what the point values are, right? Go around the hole. Don't go in there. 3, 2, 1, 5. You... Can you leave? Yes, thanks. You're very smart, K&A. There we go. But the other one... Ah!
This padlock might be useful.
Yes. Now go to the 3rd floor.
That should work.
Crank it.
A small casket is placed in the middle of the cage.
I'm gonna get trapped in here.
Doesn't open, but I can see a keyhole. Indentations from spikes on the cage.
Broke it!
There was a key hidden inside the scarab.
I'm quick with some puzzles, and other ones take me longer.
It's the small key that I found inside the scarab. There's a keychain attached with a red heart followed by Ma.
The 1st floor.
Nope, doesn't fit. Guess the key opens something else.
What else was locked? There was nothing else locked, was there?
That doesn't need a... That doesn't need a... The body is gone. Nothing else in there.
Where do I use this key, though? If it doesn't work on the 1st floor.
I don't want to throw that in there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's probably not a good idea. What am I missing that I can unlock?
Nothing in this place appears to be tuned.
Oh, the freaking casket. Who locks a casket, though? Ah!
you see? I don't want to see.
Do you see?
Yes, kid, I see.
Do you know who I am now?
I don't like this. I want to go home.
You'll never go home. We won't let you. When you threw me away, this place took me in, nurtured me. Do you regret what you did?
She had an abortion. Oh God. I don't know what to say to my aborted child.
I don't know.
Even now you try to run from the truth. Answer me!
Part of me does. I wish things could have been different. But I can't change the past. It's time for me to let you go.
Oh my God.
Good. The heart must be pure. This is a fleeting moment, but I've seen what comes ahead.
Who are you?
The dweller in the lake, the conduit.
Lily?
I feel like I know her, but something cracks inside.
I don't understand any of this. What do you want from me?
Only what you want from yourself. Nothing more, nothing less. We are nearing the end. He is ready to see you now.
Who is?
You know who, Kathy.
My grandpa? Grandpa? Or someone else.
Both chains have been removed from the door.
Better go in.
Damn, it's locked. I don't see a keyhole. It must be bolted from the other side.
What?
That combination makes no sense. Okay, now what to do with the actual chain? That action doesn't seem productive to me. I don't need to lock that. I don't need to lock that.
Attached chain.
That combination makes no... I don't see why I should do that right now. Maybe if I had something to attach to the end.
What are you talking about?
A sturdy iron padlock. This should be pretty hard to break. I don't need to lock that. Gears are moving behind the... Maybe I should figure out what I want to attach to the other end before trying to extend the chain. I don't need to lock that.
Well,
no use, it's locked. All right, we should be good to go.
Uh-oh.
You have ruined everything! Why do you hate us so much? What did we ever do to you? You're persistent, I'll give you that. But I'm not afraid anymore. I see you for what you are. You are nothing but a fearful little child, and there's nowhere left for you to hide. Now get the hell out of my way. No! You look a bit pale. No, I'm the original. I am! This can't be happening. I'm speechless. That's a first. No, it can't be. Grandpa!
It's so good to see you, Kathy.
Is it really you? You've been here for all this time?
It hasn't been that long from my point of view.
You look exactly the same. You haven't aged at all. But how is this even possible? You're dead. We buried you.
You don't have to worry about that now, Kathy.
I've missed you, Grandpa. I wanted to come back so many times.
I know you did. I've been watching you every step of the way.
I found out how you tried to get me back from Mom and everything.
I just wanted you to be safe. I wanted what's best for you.
Can I get you out of here somehow? I don't know how all this works.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I chose to remain here, so we could meet one last time.
But I just got you back. I can't bear to lose you again.
You don't need me, Kathy. You never did. You're stronger than you'll ever know. I'm so proud of the woman that you've become.
This is so unfair. This fucking sucks.
I know, darling. I know.
But why are you here then? Is it just another test?
No, the tests are over, Kathy. I'm breaking all the rules just by being here.
We have worked so hard to make this happen. You can end the cycle, stop the suffering. This whole place needs to be ripped away, separated.
That red fiend has no intention of letting your friend go. The only way to save her is to destroy this place.
What do I have to do?
You have to finish what I started. Ascend and burn them all.
Yes, the red ones above feed this place. Make them lick the flames. Hurry, now before he sees us.
Do what now?
Wait! Don't go! I need to go back up. I need to get out of here.
And all I have is a pen. Wait, I didn't really explore that room. Oh, no. Go back in that room.
A shot of a corpse keeps flashing by. The gears follow me wherever I go.
I guess that was it. I didn't look at the TV.
It's the Red Man. He knows what I'm up to.
Guess got it later.
Ugh, my head. It's like the worst hangover ever. I need to stay focused. Burn them all, Kathy. Burn them all.
It sounds insane to me.
It's too humid. The lighter alone won't be able to ignite them.
It's too humid.
That combination makes no sense.
Really?
I don't want to burn that.
Paint thinner?
That should be enough.
Flammable? Yeah, these flowers with their psychedelic properties are bad.
Major forest fire raging in Conwell Woods. The cause of the blaze has yet to be determined. But the latest reports say that the fire has been successfully contained. Largely thanks to the local lake, which provided ample water for the dousing efforts. Over to you, Mark.
Did we destroy the flower?
Oh, thank goodness you're all right.
You're back. We were worried about you.
Oh, thank God it actually worked. Are you okay, E?
I think so, but I feel a bit different.
Yeah? You were out for a long time. Do you remember anything?
I think Isaac drugged me. I started feeling dizzy and weak. He carried me into the woods. I remember hearing the wind in the leaves and the biting cold. There was a weird, sharp smell in the air, too. I'm not sure what happened next. Things are a bit blurry, but I had a strange dream. With a shimmering girl watching over me. It felt like she kept me safe somehow. Then I woke up on this couch.
It must have been your guardian angel.
I think so, too.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, E. Things looked scary there for a bit.
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth told me what happened, how you found me and got Isaac arrested.
Yes, about that poor man. The sheriff called.
Uh-oh.
Something happened while you were away.
I knew it.
Welcome home, son.
Guess he finally grew a conscience.
I can't help but feel bad for him, despite what he did to me. In a way, he was a victim too.
At least we stopped him from hurting any more people.
Yeah, man. I really did it this time.
So, I guess this really is goodbye. A stupid part of me thought that if I would find the truth, I could be close to him again.
It's not stupid. We all look for love in the strangest of places. It's an inseparable part of human nature.
Jeez, when did you become so philosophical, E?
I told you, I feel different.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think any of it was real?
I don't know, E, but I hope we managed to stop it, once and for all. You know, despite everything, I think we made a half-decent team.
Really? You do?
Well, except for the part where you got yourself kidnapped. Try not to do that next time, okay?
Next time.
There'll be a next time?
There we go. Been there, done that. Written, designed, and programmed by Joel Staff-Hasto. I don't know how to pronounce that. That was a good game. Those plants, though, man, they seem pretty dangerous. They're making some people insane enough to kill themselves, to see things, to... yeah, they should be destroyed. Ariel Siegel. I don't recognize that voice actor. Matthew. Don't recognize these people, but they did a good job. I thought it was pretty good voice acting for an indie game. I'm not pressing anything just in case there's a end credits scene. You never know. What'd you think about it? Do you have any favorite parts? Can't really pick a specific part that I liked the most, but the story was really good, I think. And I like these type of graphics sometimes. It's simple. I did great. Thanks. Now I gotta figure out what to play next on stream. I would have thrown in some red herrings if I was making a game like that. Yeah. I would have expected more too. But that's okay. It had a lot of humor in it too. For such a dark story. Like her own aborted child comes back to haunt her. That's pretty heavy. But our heroine got through it all. Saved the world, hopefully, by burning it down. That... Oh gosh. How is he around if we burned all the flowers? No! Sequel! Okay. It's about time for me to call it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Kathy Rain. I sure did. And, yeah, so have a good night, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow with something different. We'll see. Anyway, thanks again, and good night. Bye-bye.